How God speaks when you're silent. The hidden signs you've been ignoring. Complete script, one flow. Stop scrolling. Just stop for 10 seconds. Because what I'm about to tell you might explain why nothing in your life has been making sense lately. What if the confusion you're feeling isn't a problem? What if it's a message? What if God has been speaking to you every single day? Not through miracles, not through dramatic signs, but through silence. And you've been too distracted to hear him? Most people think God speaks loudly. They're waiting for burning bushes, audible voices, lightning bolts. But here's the truth that will change everything. God rarely shouts. God whispers. And the reason so many people feel spiritually lost today isn't because God is absent, it's because the world won't shut up. Think about your morning. You wake up, and before your feet even hit the floor, notifications, emails, news, drama, opinions, pressure. Your mind is hijacked before you even have a conscious thought. And somewhere underneath all that noise, there's a quiet knowing, a gentle pull, a feeling you can't quite name. That's not anxiety, that's not overthinking. That's God trying to guide you. Have you noticed something strange happening lately? Things that used to excite you don't anymore. Goals you work toward feel empty now. People you loved being around drain you, and you think something's wrong with you. But what if nothing is wrong at all? Listen carefully. Before God changes your life, he changes your appetite. He removes your desire for things that no longer serve your calling. That friend who suddenly feels off? That's not you being judgmental. That's discernment. That job that's draining your soul? That's not lack of gratitude. That's redirection. That relationship that keeps falling apart? That's not failure. That's protection. God doesn't always tell you what to do next, but he will always show you what no longer belongs. If you're feeling this right now, if something in your chest just tightened, stay with me, because what I'm about to say next is where it gets deep. God teaches through silence because silence reveals truth. In silence, you can't hide from yourself. In silence, excuses lose their power. In silence, your soul finally gets a word in. That's why God will sometimes remove people from your life, not as punishment, but as protection. Everyone can't go where God is taking you. Everyone won't understand what he's building inside you. And here's what nobody tells you. The loneliest seasons are often the most sacred because God is removing distractions so you can finally hear his voice clearly. There are tests God gives before using someone powerfully. The test of patience, waiting without bitterness. The test of obedience, moving without full understanding. The test of humility, succeeding without ego. The test of silence, trusting when he's quiet. And the hardest test of all, waiting without knowing why. That's where most people quit. That's where faith separates from comfort. Anyone can trust God when life is easy, but when prayers feel unanswered, when progress is invisible, when nothing makes sense, that's when trust becomes real. God is not late. God is precise. If you're still waiting, it's not because he forgot you. It's because something in you is still being prepared. Strength is being forged, character is being shaped, discernment is being sharpened, because God doesn't just bless people, he builds them. And sometimes the building process feels like isolation when you crave connection, confusion when you need clarity, loss when you want gain. But what feels like losing is often God removing what would have blocked your purpose. Let me tell you something that will shift your perspective. God has saved you many times without you even knowing. That delay, protection. That rejection, redirection. That relationship that ended, prevention. That job you didn't get, divine intervention. You thought you were being punished. You were being protected from something you couldn't see. If you could witness the dangers he's already moved you away from, you would fall to your knees and thank him for every unanswered prayer. So how do you know when God is speaking? Here's the difference. Fear is loud, it rushes, it panics, it screams urgency. God's voice is calm, steady, and it brings peace, even when it challenges you. If a thought brings clarity and peace, that's guidance. If it brings fear and chaos, that's distraction. God doesn't reveal everything at once because it would overwhelm you. He shows you just enough to keep you moving, keep you trusting, keep you growing. That's why overthinking is dangerous. It replaces trust with control, and control is the opposite of faith. Silence is not empty. Silence is full of answers. When you learn to listen beyond words, beyond emotions, beyond what people say, you start recognizing God's voice everywhere. In the door that won't open no matter how hard you push, in the person who keeps showing up when you need them, in the peace you feel about a decision that makes no logical sense, in the restlessness that won't let you settle for less. That's God, speaking always. If you're watching this and something inside you feels stirred, that's not coincidence, that's recognition. That's your spirit responding to truth God's already been whispering to you. And if you've been feeling alone, you're not forgotten. Behind, you're not late, broken, you're being rebuilt. You are exactly where you need to be. God doesn't always change your situation immediately. Sometimes He changes you first, and once you change, the situation can no longer remain the same. The future belongs to God, and when you align with Him, nothing meant for you can miss you. No delay can deny you. No obstacle can stop what He's already approved. Your job is not to rush, not to panic, not to compare. Your job is to stay faithful, stay obedient, and stay listening. If this spoke to your spirit, don't ignore that nudge. Hit that like button, subscribe for weekly faith-based motivation, and comment, "I'm listening," if you're choosing to trust God even without all the answers. Because when you learn to hear God in silence, your life will never be the same again. Claude is AI and can make mistakes. Please double-check responses.